I want to propose a different relationship to your emotional life. It's not necessarily a more compassionate or softer one, it's a more rigorous one. What if you treated your emotions the way scientists treat data? Not as something to manage or overcome, but more like information to read. Here's what I know from a decade of doing this work, both for myself and the women that I sit with. The women who make the best decisions, not always the most logical ones, but the best ones, are not the ones who have suppressed their emotional responses. They're the ones who have learned to read them accurately. Every emotion is your body's intelligence system telling you something precise. Anxiety is almost always a sign of misalignment between where you are and where your body knows you're supposed to be. Anger is almost always a signal that a boundary has been crossed, either by yourself or someone else. Grief is almost always a signal about something that mattered, and sometimes even more than you allowed yourself to feel. And that quiet, persistent dread that lives inside of your body before certain meetings or interactions, that is your body signaling to you that something about this is not aligned. The problem is not that you feel these things. The problem is that you were taught to immediately override them as soon as you start feeling them and replace them with something else that looks better. What looks more reasonable or professional? What doesn't make you appear like you are too much? That override is costing you everything that you actually want. It's costing you the decisions that you said you were going to make 6 months ago. It's costing you the relationships that you should have left sooner and the ones that are waiting for you to claim them louder. It is costing you the clarity that was always available to you because it was always there in your body waiting to be read. The practice is not about necessarily feeling your emotions more. It is about reading the emotions you do feel more accurately. Sitting with what arrives instead of immediately deciding what to do with it. Asking first, not what should I do about this, but what is this telling me? The woman that learns to read her own data makes better decisions than any strategy can produce. Not because she's more emotional, but because she's more informed. Your emotions are not the obstacle to clarity. They are the clarity. The science lab is always running. The question is whether or not you're reading the results.